Today I'll show you how to get the viewport of any browser to a perfect 16:9 aspect ratio for your videos. So just to show you what I'm talking about, this is my Chrome instance, and this area, the area of this website, is the viewport. The top area is our URL bar or our bookmarks bar. Why is this a challenge? Well, if you do like a window management command, right? So like in Raycast, for example, if you try to configure a new window management command, it's going to give you the width and height of the total window. So if you want a 16:9 aspect ratio on the viewport for like your recordings, which mine usually are configured this way, you actually have to know the height of the top nav bar and do some subtraction. That can get confusing, but what I'll show you today is how to get this down using a simple AppleScript and the ability to measure this instantly. So what does this setup look like? Well, the very first thing you need to do is go to Chrome View Developer, allow JavaScript from Apple events. And then linked in the description, I have this little OSA script, which is a way to run AppleScript from the command line. Now, what that's going to allow us to do is go to Ghosty, clear this out, and run this command. So what you're going to see is that I get the viewport width, 2048 by 1152. That is the area inside the viewport, as well as the Chrome header. And the neat thing here is that now I know the Chrome header is at 87 and my aspect ratio is already a perfect 16:9. Now say that wasn't the case. Say this window was maybe a bit shorter here and I run the script again. What am I going to see? Okay, well now my aspect ratio is off, right? And we have a viewport width of 2048 by 1092. What could we do if we were creating a window management command for the first time? Well, I'll go here. I'm going to configure the command. Say we're creating this new command, 2048. What is the right height? Well, we could do some quick math. 2048 times 9 divided by 16 is 1152. What we'd have to do then is add our height, which is 87 to 1152 plus 87. So 1239, right? And so then I would say 1239 here. That would be our new window management command. Let's do this Matt's command for tutorial. Very original, I know. So then if I ran Matt's command for tutorial here, we go back to our OSA script, run that. Now we have our viewport height, 2048 by 1152. Our Chrome header is at 87, and our aspect ratio is at 1.7 repeating, of course. And that's a perfect 16:9 aspect ratio. And just to show you an example of the byproduct, this is what it looks like, right? The window perfectly fits the YouTube video, the X video, wherever you're seeing this. So that's kind of the point of the script. So how can you do this for other browsers? Well, you could just change in the script here this to Safari. You could change some of these outputs to match, right? Chrome header would be Safari header. Or the way that I wrote the script was by just vibe coding. Basically, I chatted with Claude to write this. You could vibe code the updates. So I have the gist linked. Some things to watch out for here. If you zoom in on the screen size, so if I did like this, you're going to get weird outputs because it changes the actual viewport height. So now you're going to see like I get a bunch of zoom that distorts the viewport height in the header. So you want to make sure that whatever site you go to is set to 100%. The same is true for if you go to, like a GitHub site here. This is actually zoomed in, right? So we want to go back out to 100%, make sure we clear that out, and then run the screen command there, and we'll get accurate results. But again, this is a quick gist. Maybe if you're configuring screen recording or you're just getting into making video, you're bumping into some of these same challenges. This is a way for me to quickly bootstrap different window sizes so I can effectively create video at 16:9 aspect ratio by recording only this area.